So more people, more cars. Check this one out. Speaking of more people, it doesn't get you more people than when you're on a Ural motorcycle. And to get on a Ural motorcycle, the best way is to get educated. So massmotorcycleschool.com. My name is Dimitri.
Dimitri, how are you? I'm Dave.
Dave,
Yeah.
from the school.
Yeah.
So Dave, this motorcycle, how many miles do you have on it?
We've got about 6,000 kilometers on this. But
6,000 kilometers?
Yeah, it's mostly on the range training other students.
So that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
So a lot of that use is through the school.
Correct.
So what do you hear from people that get on this bike that never been around sidecar motorcycle?
Well, when they come to the class
Yes.
and they're learning how to ride the sidecar, they get an aha moment where they go, wow, we didn't realize that this was the way you're supposed to ride a sidecar.
Yeah.
It's completely different than a two-wheel vehicle.
Yeah.
And we were lucky enough to be close to your dealership, providing us the motorcycle so we can give your customers and riders across the state an education on how to ride a sidecar safely.
Yeah. So we actually know Dave and his school for many years, and the school has been very accommodating to Ural riders. And at some point, we worked out a deal where the school ended up purchasing a motorcycle that made a big difference for our Ural riders. And I've had a lot of people that came back here, whether it's for the event or for service visit, and they were like, you know what, I've been riding a sidecar, my Ural motorcycle, for years, but I went to school because actually Ural Factory will contribute to that education. And that amount fluctuates, but depending on when you bought your bike, there's definitely a contribution, so you can check that out. And you can use that contribution at the school and learn a lot. Even if you already have the motorcycle, the school will present you to a safe environment.
Correct.
Where you can exercise your existing skill and polish it up, learn new skills, new tricks, right? And a lot of safety things, and that will, not to mention, will keep you and your passenger safety, but you'll have much more enjoyable riding.
And the one thing we try to do for the Ural owners is we have a Ural-only class where it's all like-minded individuals. They start with a 3-hour street strategy class in a classroom, live taught. Then we serve lunch, okay, it's all included. And then we get on the rigs and we spend 5.5 hours of safety training at the range. We do everything from learning how to drift the motorcycle and to learn how to fly and control the vehicle when the sidecar is off the ground. So it's pretty interesting.
Well, not too scary individuals that are not familiar with, because for someone who just not familiar, like, wow, what are they talking about? The chair going up, like what am I going to do? So it's actually something that it's not a big deal.
No, it's not a big deal.
And Dave and his school and instructors, they can teach you how you can, not to mention, prevent that from happening. That's very simple. You should go slower. Take it easy. Put weight, whatever things you do. But also, if it went up, what do you do to keep it up if you want to, and how do you put that down?
The whole idea is we do a static demonstration where you sit on the vehicle and we lift the sidecar up so you can feel the pivot point where it turns into a two-wheel motorcycle, and we put you down and then you ride. And one thing that's very important, the rare time that the wheel does come off the ground, now you know how to put the wheel on the ground and ride safely. And until you take the training, you don't know.
Absolutely. And it's just like with cars, you don't want your car to skid. But if it skids, you want to know how to deal with it. And there's a training for that. And that's exactly what, and again, a good driver on the road, you don't want your car to skid, and a skilled driver will prevent that. But it may still skid. And then you also have training how to control the car. Same thing with the sidecar. The school will train you how to operate the motorcycle to keep the sidecar on the road, sidecar wheel on the road,
right,
and how not to skid and just to be in the control. But should things get out of control for the reasons outside of you, now you have the training to be safe.
Yeah, it's no different than two-wheel training. We teach you how to get out of predicaments in two wheels. We teach you how to ride safely on three wheels. It's pretty much the same training, except the physics of this motorcycle is a lot different. We're driving this motorcycle rather than riding it.
Absolutely. But you can still get to ride it if you get that wheel up.
Exactly.
You're not going to go fast, but some people enjoy it.
Hey,
So,
thanks for inviting us.
yes,
Dimitri. I
thank you
appreciate it.
again for all your support, for all your education. Thank you for being here today. It's great to see you.
Nice to see you too. Thanks.